From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
You ain't going nowhere. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
No chance.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Back to you. Mike's 43. 7 Pirates. Exit.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
56 to Mike.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
56 to Mike. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
44-yard line. 43. 3 is the mic. Yeah, that's what I do. 43 is the mic.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now a handoff looking right, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down and 5.
Hiking 18. 3. Check. 43. All day, punt. 43 is the mic. 43.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Tight end right. Even. 4 down. Even.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down.
Ready, break. 43 is the mic. Man, I got you. Mike's 40.
They'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Ready? The mic, boys. 43. Check. 43. We don't want this. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Check 13.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
60 Bison. Got double tight.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
No, check that.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So now from half the distance closer, here's first and goal. We're scoreless after 1.
60 Eagle. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 50.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
New Mike 52.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Who that? Two times. Hey.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterback, so they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. And ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores.
Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm here all day. 56.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them. And
he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Set, tempo, set. Let's go.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Shut up, Cowboy 80. Mike's 56. In your face. Dragon 60. 56. Mike 56. Right there. 56. I'm coming.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Switch up. 18 Rattler.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Ready, set. The mic. 56 is the mic. I can't believe they let you. 60 Eagle. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Gotta do better.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
On the set. 56. Mike 56. Hey, let's get in them holes. Mike 56.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Okay, ready? Boys, 52. Drop deep. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. It's been a long day for you. Go!
The Kansas City defense, tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
43 is the mic, boys. 43. Check, 43.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99.
And to give this time to the tailback. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019.
2 yards on the pickup.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
All day. All day. Any day.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Go. Go. 43.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
43 is the mic. Here we go. Here we go. 43 is the mic.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Cardinal. D, let's get that ball. Mike 52, Mike 52. Run.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let's go, D, tighten up.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Here we go, check. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Let's go right here now. Check, 50.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, it's our house.
18 Cardinal.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
43.
2nd and 11.
Check, 43.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Let's go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
It's our time, guys.
Ring alert. Ring alert.
Let's get off the field.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Wins championships, baby. 43 is the mic, boys. 43. Check, 43.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Ready.
The mic. 56 is the mic. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
56.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Got four down. Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And a give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A handoff as they run the counter play. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
56.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Okay, ready?
Boys, 56. Check, 56.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Hurry, 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 hurry.
You don't want none. You don't want it.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Mike's 43.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. 24-24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
56 to Mike.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Demario Davis there on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
Let's go, team.
Out to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
43's the mic.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Here we go.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43. All day. All day.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
They'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Chiefs 31, Raiders 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
You don't want none of that. Give it. Pick up the ball. 52.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on out here. Come get some.
Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
52. Stop your whining.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught by Jackson. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right, and I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
56 to Mike.
Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The drive starts with a completion, left side. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I got one. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. Check the outs. Check the outs.
His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's third down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An important play right here, third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here we go.
And he comes back with one complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of...
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are back within a score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff looking right. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And he'll give it here to his running back. They find some open field here. And just shutting him off there. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Third down, as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle and you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house. And now you're looking at each other wondering, what did we do wrong on that play?
So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for two.
It's our time. 56 the mic, boys.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the two-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
56, right there, 56.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 26. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
The pass intercepted by the Raiders. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Kansas City, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.